And I've been on a journey really ever since I met the Lord, but it's intensified in the last year. And so fast forwarding to today, I work in what I think of as like the swift water rescue expression of mental health. With homeless people, they're often deep in addiction with severe trauma histories. And I've been at this particular job for about 15 months. And at times I've just felt so powerless. I work really hard to build attachments with people and then only to see a number of them swept away in their addictions. And I really like to feel effective and productive, so this scenario is really not gratifying my ego at all. And so one morning I was in my prayer time, and I was really complaining to the Lord about this and kind of saying, you know what, nothing's happening. This is futile. This is a waste of time. Amen. Blah. And then I went and got in the car and drove to work. And usually I try to pray in the Spirit when I'm driving to work. Seems like a good idea. But that day I put on the radio and I was just listening to music. And it's Bob Marley, Could You Be Loved? So I'm listening to that song in the car, and I start to see this picture. I start to see Pharisees. There's a couple Pharisees walking, and they have long robes on, and they look really dour and serious. They're talking together. And then you hear the music start to play, and the Pharisees start to hear the song, Could You Be Loved? I can't sing it. And as they start to move, and then their robes kind of lift off them, and they start dancing. And under the robes are these white garments, but the white garments are sullied and scuffed up and messed up. And the Lord started to speak to me like, you are not that different from your clients who are struggling. You have these areas that never seem to really change, the impatience or the fault finding. So you're not that different. And the line goes, could you be loved and be love? So he was breaking my heart over that. We need to be loved in order to be love. And so the Lord was saying, fill your horn with oil and go your way, which is really, it's a daily, right? We don't have any oil. So we come to him, as Rick was just talking about, get our little horn full of oil, and a lot of times we don't know where we're going with it. Just get oil and go.
The Gathering Place.